Ferrus Manus, also known as the Gorgon, was among the 20 Primarchs forged by the Emperor. He commanded the Iron Hands Legion. Ferrus was abducted like his brethren by the forces of chaos, and spent his formative years on the rugged planet of Medusa. Medusa is a desolate waste world, near the ominous Eye of Terror. It embodies a realm of twilight. Its polluted skies rarely allow the sun's rays to penetrate the surface, shrouding the land in perpetual gloom. Geologically unstable, Medusa's terrain is marred by incessant earthquakes and volcanic upheavals, constantly reshaping its rugged landscape. Despite these harsh conditions, the resilient inhabitants of Medusa, organized into fierce clans, they thrive amidst the adversity. Competition for scarce resources and stable territories drives these clans, navigating their treacherous environment with cunning and fortitude, while areas of relative tranquility remain coveted havens, primarily claimed by the Iron Hands chapter. During his youth, Ferrus stumbled upon a chamber. Within this place he found his arrival pod, marked with an X, its intricate design hinting at artificial origins. Further exploration revealed arcane runes and peculiar electroconductive stalagmites adorning the chamber. His inquisitive probing awakened a colossal biomechanical entity, triggering a violent confrontation. Vowing to vanquish the creature he unwittingly unleashed, Ferrus pursued its destructive wake. His exploits earned him legendary status among the clans of Medusa, revered as the Cataclysm by the storm giants of the Karashi Pinnacle, and feared as the Hunter by those who witnessed his relentless pursuit. Other monikers such as the Finality and the Son of Man underscored his formidable reputation, while the Subliminate referred to him simply as Flesh. Years later, Ferrus emerged unscathed from the mountains of Medusa, encountering the nomadic clans and tribes roaming the planet's rugged terrain. Refusing to integrate into their way of life like many of his kin, Ferrus instead sought out physical trials to hone his strength and fortitude. His greatest challenge came in the form of the great silver worm, Arsenoth, a seemingly invincible metallic beast that Ferrus ultimately defeated by submerging it in magma. The molten flesh of the worm fused with Ferrus's own, granting him the iconic metal hands that would define his legion. Returning to the tribes, Ferrus shared his knowledge of technology, sparking rapid advancement and prosperity on Medusa. Despite the inter-clan rivalries, Ferrus remained impartial, viewing the competition as beneficial to their growth and development. When the Emperor arrived on Medusa, Ferrus engaged him in a monumental battle that reshaped the landscape and tested both their limits. Recognizing the Emperor as his equal, Ferrus pledged his allegiance and assumed leadership of a legion of space marines. Under Ferrus's unwavering leadership, the Iron Hands launched relentless campaigns across thousands of planets, each conquest driven by a ruthless determination to purge weakness from humanity and foster strength. The approaching shadow of the Iron Hands often sparked introspection and fervor among the planets they targeted, as communities sought to fortify themselves against the inevitable tide of war. During the Great Crusade, Ferrus and his legion fought alongside the Emperor's children, emblematic of the close bonds between Ferrus and his friend, Fulgrim. Yet, amidst the triumphs, whispers of impending doom haunted Ferrus's thoughts, as Eldar visions foretold a grim fate at the hands of his trusted ally. Though wary of such prophecies, Ferrus steadfastly rejected the warnings, choosing to trust in his own resolve and the strength of his legion. Before the darkness of heresy engulfed their realm, Fulgrim, once steadfast, sought to ensnare Ferrus Manus in the treacherous grip of chaos. The audacity of this betrayal stoked Ferrus's fury to its zenith, culminating in a clash of titans. In the heat of their confrontation, Ferrus shattered Fulgrim's prized sword, Fireblade, a token of brotherhood bestowed upon him years prior. Despite rendering Ferrus unconscious, Fulgrim fled, leaving his brother alive, yet bereft of his mighty Thunderhammer, Forgebreaker, a gift crafted with fraternal devotion. Among the legions summoned by the Emperor to Istan V, the Iron Hands answered the call of duty. Faced with vast distances, Ferrus Manus marshalled the legion's swiftest vessels, journeying forth with only his seasoned veterans. Yet, tragedy loomed over them as they entered the fray. With their Primarch lost and the traitorous legions converging upon them, the Iron Hands found themselves ensnared in a deadly trap. Caught amidst the ferocity of the Emperor's children and the relentless assault of 4 supporting legions, their valiant efforts were thwarted, and many met their demise on the blood-soaked soil of Istan V. In the tumultuous clash on the planet, Fulgrim dealt the fatal blow to Ferrus Manus, wielding the cursed demon weapon he had acquired in the battle against the Lear. With a single swift stroke, Fulgrim severed his brother's head from his shoulders, sealing Ferrus's tragic fate. Consumed by grief and remorse at the loss of his closest sibling, Fulgrim soon fell prey to the insidious influence of the demon residing within the accursed blade. Under its malevolent sway, Fulgrim delivered Ferrus's severed head into the hands of Horus, making a sorrowful and harrowing chapter in the annals of the Horus heresy. As the grip of chaos tightened, its hold on Horus during the dark days of the heresy, his descent into madness became palpable. In a chilling display of his fractured psyche, Horus claimed the skull of Ferrus Manus as a macabre trophy, adorning his throne with the visage of his fallen brother. Engaging in eerie soliloquies with the silent relic, Horus bemoaned the absence of stalwart leaders and men of honour among his ranks, lamenting the perversion of his once noble cause by the blood-stained hands of tyrants and demons. This haunting communion with Ferrus's skull bore witness to the tragic unravelling of Horus's sanity and the grim depths to which his soul had plunged amidst the tumult of war and corruption. Amidst the cataclysmic throes of the war within the Webway's climactic confrontation, the Emperor invoked the spirits of the fallen champions of the Imperium, beckoning them to stand once more against the unholy legions of the Warp. Among these spectral warriors, Ferrus Manus emerged as a radiant apparition, his essence ablaze with ethereal fire, as he briefly joined the Emperor's celestial host in battle. In a surreal twist of fate, during the harrowing final stages of the Siege of Terra, Ferrus Manus materialized before the noble Sanguinius aboard the accursed vessel, the Vengeful Spirit. Astoundingly corporeal and unmistakably real, Ferrus revealed himself as a pawn in Horus's twisted machinations. His resurrection orchestrated by the War Master as a cruel testament to his dominion, and a tormenting spectre haunting Sanguinius's path to confront the betrayer at Lupercal's court. Amidst the chaos of the Siege of Terra and the Emperor's grievous injuries, a psychic manifestation of Manus materialized before the Iron Hands on their desolate homeworld of Medusa. In solemn tones, their revered Primarch forewarned of an impending calamity destined to befall humanity. Yet, amidst the looming shadows of despair, Manus offered a beacon of hope, vowing his eventual return to guide the Iron Hands in facing this looming threat. With this solemn pledge, the apparition faded into the ether, leaving the Iron Hands to ponder the weighty portent of their Primarch's message. In the aftermath of the Horus heresy, Clan Kaargul clings steadfastly to the belief in the eventual return of Ferrus Manus, awaiting his resurrection to aid the Imperium in its time of need. Their unwavering conviction is mirrored in their perpetual vigil over the Karashi heights of Medusa, a solemn watch that persists unbroken. Despite the skepticism of other clans, none dare challenge Kaargul's vigil, for within their steadfast determination lies the ember of hope that sustains them through the shadows of uncertainty. Following the emergence of the Great Rift, a palpable sense of anticipation permeates the ranks of the Iron Hands, signalling the potential fulfillment of their Primarch's prophesied return. Within the halls of Gorgon's forge, the custodians toiled tirelessly, driven by the fervent belief that Ferrus Manus will soon grace them with his presence. Even the most stoic among the Iron Hands can scarcely suppress their yearning for the long-awaited day when their revered Primarch shall stride forth once more. Ferrus Manus left an indelible mark upon the annals of Imperial history. Revered by his sons and feared by his foes, Manus stood as a paragon of resilience and unwavering determination in the face of adversity. His legacy echoes through the corridors of Gorgon's forge, where the Iron Hands forge their weapons of war with unyielding resolve, embodying the ideals of strength and perseverance instilled by their Primarch. Though his physical form may have been lost to the ravages of war, his spirit endures as a beacon of hope, guiding his legion through the tumultuous seas of the galaxy's endless strife. In the crucible of battle, the legend of Ferrus Manus lives on, a testament to the enduring power of determination in the face of overwhelming odds.